Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Biofactory for NEET Plant Kingdom with Gymnosperm's general characters. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notifications. Like, follow and share my videos to your students and friends to get more information in biology related to NEET and other national state level competitive exams. In this video, I am going to explain the general characters of gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are the plants called flowerless plants, but these plants can produce cones and seeds during sexual reproduction. The term gymnosperm that means naked seeds because these plants have freely exposed ovules on a leaf-like structure. It is called megasporophyll. After fertilization, the seeds are developed from ovule, but these are not enclosed by ovary wall. They are referred to as phanerogams without ovary, and it acts as a connecting link in between pteridophytes and angiosperms. The term gymnosperms it was first introduced by Theophrastus in 300 year BC in his book called Enquiry into Plants. Robert Brown in 1827 year he recognized the group of plants that female flowers of cycads and conifers are actually naked ovules. These are nothing but gymnosperm plants. Seed plants are evolved more than 350 million years ago and the first seeded plants are gymnosperms. According to fossil evidences, it indicates that the first gymnospermic plants called progymnosperms most likely originated in a Paleozoic era during Middle Devonian period about 390 million years ago. Following the wet Mississippian and Pennsylvanian period, which are dominated by giant fen trees that Permian period are dry. Conifers are the most familiar, widespread, largest and abundant gymnosperms in world. Conifers can ranges in small sized trees too, such as redwood, to shapes like aves and junipers. Gymnosperms are abundant in temperate forest and boreal forest biomes with species that can tolerate moist or dry conditions. Jamia pygmeria is a species of plant. It belongs to a family Jamiaceae. It is considered as a smallest gymnospermic plant. The coniferous coast redwood, which is the largest gymnosperm plant and it also the tallest tree on the earth. It is abundant a height of 380.30 feet. The tallest gymnosperm and the father of forest. It is Sequoia dendron gingatium. Ephedra is a climber. It is exempted from remaining gymnosperms. The gymnospermic plants having a root system. In these gymnosperms, we can observe taproot system. Some of the plants having a special modifications while a few other species like cycas plant. In cycas plants, the roots are in the form of a specialized roots called corallite roots. In these corallite roots, the roots are associated with azeotrophic nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. The name of the cyanobacteria is Anabaena cycadae. It helps in nitrogen fixation. Pinus roots. The pinus roots are symbiotic association with fungus sheath. Now it is called mycorrhiza. In pinus, we can observe ectomycorrhiza. In gymnospermic plants, the stem is perennial, woody, can be a branch in some of the plants like pinus and cedrus. It is unbranched in cycas. The vascular bundles which are present in the transverse section of stem, these vascular tissues having xylem with tracheids and wood parenchyma. But xylem lacks vessels, phloem lacks companion cells. The fibers present in wood, these are absent, so that the gymnospermic wood is called softwood. The vascular bundles are open type because there is a cambium in between xylem and phloem. Due to having of cambium, the stem it can perform secondary growth. The leaf structure. In some of the plants, the leaf are dimorphic in nature, having foliage leaves, these are large in size, and scaly leaves, these are small in size. These are observed in pinus plants. The young leaf, especially leaflets, it coil around itself in the form of a watch spring. Such type of phenomenon is called circinate venation. The leaves are varied in size and arrangement. Especially these are varies ranges from a small leaf, it is seen in ephedra, and needle-shaped leaves are present in pinus. Pinnately compound leaf, it is present in cycas, and a pattern of scaly leaves, these are observed in Cupressaceae family. The leaves, these are well adapted to xerophytic environment. Because of these adaptations, the leaves can survive in extreme temperature, humid and wind conditions. Especially in the transverse section of pinus needle leaf, we can observe many xerophytic characters like a thick cuticle, sunscreen stomata, presence of sclerenchymatous tissue. The plant body it bears some of the specialized leaf-like structures, it having sporangium called sporophyll. In gymnospermic plants, we can observe two types of sporophylls. One is called microsporophyll, it is a male reproductive structure, and another one is megasporophyll, it is a female reproductive structure. These sporophylls, these are usually aggregated and arranged compactly to form a cones called strobili. Especially the pollen grains are produced in pollen cone, it is called male cone, and seeds are present in a cone, it is called female cone. In gymnospermic plants, some of the plants like cycas, these are dioecious in nature, having female and male cones separately on two different plants. But pinus, it is example for monoecious, having both male and female cones on same plants. These gymnospermic plants, especially their sporangiums are heterosporous in nature, can produce two types of spores. The male spores are called microspores and female spores are called megaspores. These are produced with the help of meiosis division inside their respective sporangium. The microspores are produced inside the microsporophyll. It contains many microsporangiums. During meiosis division, microspore mother cell can produce haploid microspores. These microspores it will becomes into male gametophyte. The male gametophyte is called pollen grain. The pollen grain it is developed inside microsporangium. Each pollen grain it can produce male gametes directly. The megasporophyll, it contains nucellus, are not similar to carpels like angiosperms because these are not rolled. These ovules, it lacks a distinction between ovary, style and stigma. These are completely absent. The ovule remain exposed because of their naked nature on the surface of megasporophyll. It is a pre and post fertilization event. Each ovule it having a three single integument coverings, especially in a neatum bitegmic ovules are present. The female gametophyte, which is present inside the ovule, it is considered as endosperm. It is haploid in nature. In gymnosperms, the endosperm is a haploid in nature because it is formed before fertilization. That is called pre-fertilization event. The female gametophyte, it consists archegonium. In this archegonium, egg cells are produced directly. During pollination, the pollination of ovary by pollen grains is a direct process because the pollen grains directly reach the surface of ovule. Because in this ovule, stigma is absent so that pollen grain it directly reach microphyll end of ovule. In most of the cases, the pollination is takes place by wind. It is called anemophily. Male gametophyte, that is nothing but pollen grain, can produce two male gametes or sperms. Out of these two, only one is functional. The male gametophyte produce a pollen tube that makes fertilization to take place, that is with the help of siphonogamy. The male gamete reach the female gamete with the help of pollen tube. This method is called siphonogamy. Seeds contains a tissue or endosperm that has nourishment that can be used for embryo for into seedling. This endospermic tissue is haploid. It is similar to female gametophyte. Fertilization in gymnosperms occur when the pollen grains contact with the female ovule and germinate on at microphyll. The sperm cells make their way to the egg cell which is present inside the ovule, and the egg cell is fertilized with male gamete to form diploid zygote. The zygote it becomes into embryo and the ovule it becomes into seed but without fruit coat. At maturity, a gymnospermic embryo it may having two or more than two leaves. These leaves are nothing but cotyledons. The fruit is not formed due to absence of ovary in the structure of female reproductive organ. In all gymnosperms, the visible parts of plant body like stem, branches, root, etc. it represents sporophyte because it is diploid in nature. Asexual generations rather than gametophyte or sexual, it indicates gametophytic generations. The gymnosperm life cycle, it having a dominant sporophytic generation, both gametophyte and the next generation of new sporophyte develop on sporophytic plant body. In gymnosperms, cycas, ginkgo, metasequoia, these plants are considered as living fossils. Gymnosperms are classified into Coniferophyta, Cycadophyta, Ginkgophyta and Xenophyta. These are the general characters of gymnosperms. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and share my videos to your students and friends.